It was exhilarating. It was uplifting. I walked out there about an hour before the event started, and the place was already just thousands of people there. And as I walked along and talked to people in there and shook hands with them, I shook hands with people from San Francisco and Oregon, and name your state. I believe we had people here from every single state in the entire United States. They were full of energy. They were full of enthusiasm. They want our freedom. They want to hang on to our freedom. They don't want this Pelosi healthcare plan, this socialized medicine plan, to steal the freedom that came from God, that flows through our Declaration, that was handed to us by the Founding Fathers, and it is in our Constitution. And they're determined to hang on to it. And so the message was that they came and they took the Hill. And since they took the Hill, we need to hold the Hill until we kill the bill. It has to send a message to Democrats. There were a lot of Democrats that got the message yesterday. And of the tens of thousands of people that were there, when the press conference is how we build it, but thousands of people don't generally come to press conferences just to hear what you have to say about a bill that's been out here for a while. They came to save their freedom. And when that press conference, in quotes, was over, they deployed back around the Hill, and a lot of them came into the Capitol building to fill up the Capitol building. Others went into the congressional offices. They went into the Cannon building, the Longworth building, the Rayburn building, and there were some security issues, and some wonder if Pelosi ordered some kind of shutdown. I do know there were a couple of real issues there that caused them to shut down the security in the Cannon building especially. So when people couldn't get in and the lines backed up, then they just went outside the House office buildings and they just began to shout, "Kill this bill. Speaker Pelosi, kill this bill." And it echoes. It echoes throughout the streets. And there were some members that were staff that were leaning out the windows, egging them on. It was a lively, engaging, organic demonstration of people that love freedom. And it is something that I don't know has ever happened in this Capitol before. And it happened all in less than a week, and it came without any funding from anybody. These were the American people that took time away from their work. And by the way, these are the workers that showed up yesterday. These aren't people that aren't working unless they're or they're not going to be on welfare. These are the ones that if they lost their job, they're looking for a job or starting a business because they can't find one. These are salt of the earth people that came here yesterday. There was no one that I saw in that crowd of thousands, actually tens of thousands, that I wouldn't expect to see someone just like them at a church picnic. They're good people, they love freedom, and they jammed the Capitol yesterday, and we need them to do it again. Lord only knows, but I think this. I think that they lost votes yesterday, and I think that they're losing ground today. The momentum for this bill is fading. They needed to be building it up instead of having it fade, and so I don't think it's dozens of votes that they've lost. I think it's more like a small handful, but it's going in the wrong direction, and others are teetering, leaning on the no side if called on this. They would call the vote as soon as they could, as soon as they can confirm they have the votes. The reason that it isn't out there is because they don't have the votes. It's going against them. The momentum's going against them. But if we walk away from this now, in the lull that would be created if we walk away, they'll pass a bill. So we must hold this hill until we kill the bill. We are gathering again tomorrow, and that's Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock outside this Capitol, out the east side of this Capitol. And we're calling people together, and we're asking people to come and join in this event. Bring whatever is a musical instrument of your choice. We need to send a message, just like a message. This is the Walls of Jericho gathering here. And so if it's a trumpet, answer the sound of the trumpet. And if it's a kazoo, bring that. If it's a duck call, bring that. Bring the brass band. Bring everything you've got. We need to send a loud message off to the Speaker of the House, to the President of the United States, who needs to hear from the American people too, that we are opposed to socialized medicine. This 2,000-page bill is socialized medicine. The bill is right now being taped together, all 2,000 pages of it, and we intend to string that bill out and see how far it actually reaches. We'll walk along with it and see how far it goes. But my Bible is 1,084 pages, and this bill is 2,030 pages, almost twice as big as the biggest Bible that I have. The bill is big, the cost is great, it's between $1 and $2 trillion, and if they impose this socialized medicine on America, There is no undoing it. That's the part the American people need to know, is that once an entitlement is created, there isn't any history that it's ever given up. We must block this and stop it now. We can't rely on the Senate. We can't rely on any other force out there. It's the job here in the House, and we need help. And nothing that I say or anyone else says on the floor of the House is going to change a single member's mind on how to vote. It will be the American people showing up in force again.